Oh, you can't turn it the other way?
Oh, well, yeah, okay. I'm getting there.
It's gonna be. God, I look horrible because I'm so laid back so dang far in that chair.
Okay. I'm just going to have to snuggle on you over here.
Here we are, we're on here.
Okay. Hey!
Hey guys! Is there anybody out there yet? I don't think so. Oh guys, sorry, it is hot out here.
Oh.
Yep, there's somebody on.
Hey!
I'm just gonna keep an eye down here for comments and such, so if you guys can bear with us. This is our first live, our first attempt at a live. Yes, I have glasses on that I don't normally have on, but I'm looking at my phone and I gotta have them, guys. It's a part of being the age that I am, shall we say. Oh, thank you. That air feels good. But we're just deciding to go on here because today marks exactly 2 years ago that I posted the very first video for the wild huckleberry. So I'm excited to celebrate that, and since that time we now have 351 videos. So I think that's a pretty good accomplishment, to go from that one to 351 in 2 years. And we've made it over 1,000 subscribers, and we've kept climbing a little bit. We're just doing the best we can, just documenting our life and the things that are going on right now. It says there's 3 people in here now. Anybody wants to leave us a comment, we can answer questions, we can do whatever. For those of you, anybody who comes in that doesn't know, I'm Robbie. This is Sonia. We're here in the great state of Arkansas.
Where it's 1,000 degrees right now.
Well, I'm saying it's 1,000 degrees and 1,000% humidity at that. Oh, hello, heavy dirty soul. We're homesteading, trying to do that. We have 6 acres, and we have cows, we have goats,
Chickens,
rabbits, dogs.
3 dogs. 3 dogs. 1 house dog, 1 outside dog that looks after the chickens, and then the one that's in the pasture with the cows and the goats, that's the 3rd dog. That's Thor. He's an Anatolian Shepherd, and he's great at what he does.
He is an awesome.
Yeah, he's very protective. He's very good at what he does. Last year, little rascal went toe-to-toe with a bear, and everybody survived. Everybody did great. Nobody was hurt. The bear wasn't hurt either. Thor barks at him, and all the goats go in the corner. They are still, and they are quiet. When he gives a certain bark, that's what they do. They are still and quiet. And it was pretty awesome, you know. And then my son comes running in the house screaming, there's a bear in the goat pen. And so we go out there, you know, and Thor's just charging at the bear, running down the fence line, and he takes off. And
by the time I got home, I was at church, and by the time I got home, he was gone.
Yeah.
Not to say I was mad about that. But
yeah, but it was pretty awesome. And then Thor got a steak that night. He deserved it.
That's right. He got himself a T-bone, and he loved it. Anytime he does something that good, he deserves to get a little something extra.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then Luna, she chases everything else around the house, keeps the deer out of the garden. He's doing a really good job of it too. But she helps keep the chickens safe, so I'm really proud of her.
And she
for
keeps
doing
us safe too. If I go out to my car, she runs out to the woods and starts barking. Or if I'm coming out here to feed the chickens, she'll run down to the woods and start barking. And but yeah, oh, we have hi Crazy Jacks from Germany. That's
Oh.
awesome.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Guten Tag to you too. Sorry if I butchered that. But yeah, Anatolians are awesome. He is a big boy. His neck is like that big around, and it's solid. That's not hair. And I wouldn't want to mess with him. I certainly wouldn't. I would not want to be the one that got in there. You know, and the thing is, one time my mother-in-law said, I think somebody's out there messing with the goats. I said, there's nobody stealing a goat or doing anything, because if he doesn't know you, you are not getting in that pen. That's for sure. Yeah. He will definitely take you out if he doesn't know you. Now, if we come up there with you, he understands. He'll still bristle and he'll check you out, but he knows when we're there, then we know who it is, then it's okay. But if we're not with him, it's over. He does not like strangers. And Luna's very good. She barks at people and does not, but of course she's gotten used to the delivery folks and such. So, but she's my early warning system. And Luna is actually half Great Pyrenees and half
Catahoula.
Yeah, Catahoula. And so she's black and tan mostly black. And she's a very pretty girl in my opinion. Oh, Pac-Man Frog Guy, hello.
Hey.
Nice to have you in here. We just, as I said earlier, we're just celebrating. This is 2 years on YouTube, and actually our first live, something we've never really tried before. And I just wanted to celebrate it. I put out a video this morning, but still wanted to do this afternoon or this evening out here in the heat. I don't know how hot it is where you are, but we're in the mid to upper 90s with feels like of mid to about 105 to 110.
That's what my car said when I got in it this afternoon. It was 105.
105. That's hot.
With the humidity is what makes it worse.
Oh, you have to excuse me, guys. My sinuses have gone crazy the last 2 days. I'm doing the best I can, but whew, it's getting me. I do. Can you read German?
Guten Tag.
Yeah, but
Say, ich lieben den
Livestream. It's something about the live stream, I know.
Yep.
But now we just, want to get on here and see if anybody has any questions, tell you about ourselves. I mean, like I said, we got 6 acres, we got animals. We're just trying to do a little for ourselves. Try to be a little more independent of things. I actually...
Well, it's not just independence of things. It's knowing how to do your own food. My grandparents grew up and they had a huge garden, and we helped them with it every year. Oh. And it was corn and sweet potatoes and peanuts and squash and sugarcane. Oh, the sugarcane. That was my favorite right there. For Papa to get sugarcane out of the field and to cut me off a piece that I could chew on and get the sweetness. But we would get in the truck after he got his truck filled with sugarcane. We'd go down to a certain area outside of where we live, and he would turn it into molasses. And this was the funniest part of it. I was real little. I'd 4 or 5 maybe, and I was a nosy little kid. We went down there and unloading the sugar cane and everything, and then Papa was over there talking to all the guys around the mill, where they were making the sorghum. And I'm just walking around, being nosy, looking around and everything, looking at the barn, looking around the barn. And I come around the barn and I see this little contraption in the back. I was like, huh, what's that?
Oh, mercy.
And my papaw comes up, he said, come on over here, Shug, the lady. We're going to stay over here on this side. We don't need to be messing with that. Well, come to find out, you know, as you grow older and you figure out things and you see things and go, oh, that's what that was. It was a still.
I had a feeling that's what you were going to say.
Yes, they were making moonshine.
That's funny. Thank you, Crazy Jacks. Appreciate that. And Heavy Dirty Soul says they're from hot Spain.
Oh, okay. I loved Spain, went there, loved it.
There, I've never been. I've been a lot of places, but I've never been there.
The architecture and everything was beautiful, gorgeous. You know, people were great. That was my senior trip. I went to 7 different countries over there, and Austria, Germany, Switzerland. I wish I could have gone to Norway and Finland, because I have a lot of ancestry from there, and Ireland and Germany, actually. So I found a few, you know, cousins, distant cousins in those areas and said, hey. But enjoyed that trip immensely. It was very educating. And they had a soccer tournament over there, the World Championships. And where was I at? We were in Spain at the time. And they were rocking the boat. Ole, 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 ole. And it was pretty awesome.
That's funny.
It was.
Sorry, guys, I got a text from work, so they may be trying to interrupt me here soon. Oh, I did something. I lost my comments. There we go. Oh, really? So Heavy Dirty Soul says they're Finnish, but they live in Spain.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Should visit during the winter. All right. All right. And Crazy Jack said it's Finland, Schonland. How you say it in German?
That's not German.
Hmm?
It's not German. It's not Dutch. It's German.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Well, but anyway, so appreciate you guys being on here from.
Oh, Crazy Jack is
Yes.
German.
Crazy Jack
Okay,
is the
I'm
one
sorry.
from Germany.
I'm sorry.
But appreciate you guys being on here and joining in with us. It's crazy for me to even think that I've actually been doing this for 2 years, because I had thought about it for a while and just decided, all right, I'm going to do it. And Sonia kept telling me I needed to do more and more, get more videos piled up before I started and such. And so I did finally get a few videos piled up and, you know, got a few to go through, and we started doing it. And I just
He hadn't stopped since. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't have imagined that I would be putting out 2 full-length videos a week, you know, for 2 years and doing what we've done. So
yeah.
It's
Our
crazy.
grandkids enjoy doing this with us too. Paxton will get my phone and he'll run around doing little videos like he's like pop pop. And you get to see them on here a lot, you know, so they all enjoy it.
Sorry.
He's getting text messages from work, y'all. Sorry. He's always on call.
Yeah, I'm constantly having to do stuff, and they're having a problem apparently. They picked now to have the problem while I'm trying to do my first live. But I'm going to tell them to hang on just a minute, and I may have to cut this shorter than I wanted to. But yeah, the grandkids, it's hilarious to watch them. They are loving doing some of this. They like to help me with the animals, and they like to ride the 4-wheeler especially. I mean, they have some big things going on. Sorry. Got 2 different people texting me.
So, what part of Germany uh, are you from? I really, that was my favorite place for the food. We went up in the mountains, and gosh, we didn't ride a train, we rode a coach through the country, and went to the, where they do the Stein bears, and I guess it's a touristy type thing. We went to the Rhine River, had a dinner there, and went to the restaurant right there at the falls, at the opening, I guess, of the Rhine River. And the restaurant there is on the side of it. And they gave us a sampler of everything on the menu because we said we want to try it all. We don't want to just be typical tourists, and get, I don't know, chicken strips and fries because that seems what they all want. And I just wanted to experience everything, the food, because I am a foodie. I love different countries and their food, because it can just be incredible. I had a friend in college, she was from Africa, and she taught me how to make African beef curry. And, that is the best stuff ever, lots of fruit and rice with the meat, so really enjoyed that. Did he answer where you said?
Berlin.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think where I went. It's been so long. I was 18. That's been 36 years ago. Woo. Well, I know they have, in Italy, they had more fresh markets out there along the venues, that you could go and get your groceries, basically. And it was fresh vegetables. They picked that day, and it's not all just grocery stores. And that's what I love about being out here is we can grow our own food and have fresh vegetables, because I remember how they just taste different than you get them at the store. Fresh vegetables are awesome. And you can can them, you can pickle them, you can freeze them. I'd rather have them canned and pickled than freeze them. They lose something when they get frozen. But my parents are sharing this experience with us out here. They live right here across the porch.
Across the porch, literally.
And they enjoy it, because they get to have, Mama loves the fresh eggs. And we haven't milked any goats. I'm not one to milk goats. I did that when I was little. Not a fan. But fishing, go get some fresh fish. That's always fun. But if anybody has any experience doing any of this or has something, that they want to tell us about, tell us. I love hearing about different countries and what they do, and how they do things differently.
Crazy Jackson wants to know what food you had when you were in Germany.
Ooh. You're gonna have to give me some ideas.
It's been too long?
Yes, it's been so long. The breakfasts were really light, it consisted of a bread and maybe some breakfast meat. But I like sauerkraut, fresh sauerkraut, on anything. I just actually made some today and put it on and made a little, what do you want to call that? A little...
It was like a pig in a blanket, basically.
Yeah, kind of. It was sauerkraut and cheese and a hot dog, and rolled up. And it was good, but I'll put sauerkraut on anything. I like it.
And just so you guys know, that was Farkas. He's our main rooster.
Yeah, we had to chase him off earlier because he wouldn't leave us alone. And now he's back.
You're probably going to get to hear quite a bit of him, but although they're having a problem at work that I'm going to have to go work on here very shortly, so I'm not going to get to stay on here as long as I had hoped.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. I really wanted this to be a little bit longer first live, but Marcus said he did too. So he could show
yeah,
out a little more.
sausages. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Doing hay. I bet that was fun. Taking care of animals. Yeah, not in the city. Yeah, I'm glad we don't live in the city. We have lived in neighborhoods and such, and I'm glad we're out here. I kind of got tickled. My son is not a big. He's not as into this as we are. He's not. He takes care of the animals for me. He helps me and to do things and all, but he's not as much of an outdoors person as I am. And the other day he was doing some recording for me, and he was showing some of the land, and he just made a comment that made me smile because he said, "I like living out here," and that just made me feel good because I was, he spends most of his time indoors. He's just a typical kid about his age. I mean, he's in his 20s, and he doesn't have that much interest in the outdoors as we do. When I grew up, my parents, we lived in the city, and we had horses.
Well,
we had
in
a
town,
pig.
we're a rural
Yeah,
town.
it's not a big city now.
It's
No.
not a city.
But we had horses, we had cows, and we had a pig. So I'm used to being around animals, but I love being around animals. So I like doing this. It's okay with me. I can handle doing what I have to.
What's he saying?
Just thank you. Don't worry about it. It's lovely meeting you. I appreciate you so much, guys, but I am going to have to go in there and do some work. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and give us a thumbs up on this live. We appreciate all that we get, and we're just trying to share our lives, share our little experience that we have out here. I shared working with the animals, or doing the chores that I have to do, building stuff. I also share my fishing, my hunting, the things that I do. Being from South Arkansas, I do these things. Hold on.
And I just like meeting the new people on here.
We've made some friends off of YouTube, and it's been a lot of fun. We've gotten to meet some of them. We haven't gotten to meet some of them, and it's been a really good journey getting to know people and to experience some things that we wouldn't have experienced had I not started this channel. And I'm just very happy that Sonia comes along and joins me. She's not on it a lot, but she does things with me. Sometimes she has her own video that we show, and I'm not even in it. It's just her, doing some of her things that she does. So
I refinished my grandmother's old front door. Her house has been demolished since, but we took her front door off, and because it had ribbon angels on it, and it was just something special to my mom. So I wanted to refinish it for her, and refinished it. And so we didn't have really a place to put it. So now, I doubt my mom's going to see this, so I'll tell you guys. I'm doing a mosaic, a glass mosaic on the window of the door, and I'm going to do a peacock because that's her favorite. And so I'm doing a peacock on it, and I may just take a few clips here and there and show you, where I'm at, because I'm doing 3 mosaics right now.
yes, she is. She's busy.
I'm doing a mountain scene.
Don't give them all away, just in case.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can't tell you about 2 of them that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, just in case.
So I'm doing a mountain mosaic with a river running through it. It actually, Crazy Jack, it reminds me of Germany, because that was the most captivating thing of everything I saw when I was in Germany and Austria. Were the mountains, because it was absolutely beautiful.
All
Oh
right,
my
guys.
goodness.
I got to go. I'm sorry.
All right.
I really got to get in here and get to work.
Good to talk
Thank
to y'all
you.
for a second.
Yes, thank you so much for joining,
Good to
guys. We
meet ya.
appreciate it so very much. It's very nice to meet you. And you guys have a great day, evening, night, whatever time it is where you are. So thank you. Bye.
How do I say is it Auf Wiedersehen?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That's the X. Yep.
Okay.